Hey, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWAO. Let's talk about
Power. Raising Kanan.
you getting on my
It's
nerves.
Power Book 3. Raising Kanan.
You could just say Raising Kanan.
But the show title is Power Book 3.
Listen,
Raising Kanan.
anyway, turn up worthy character. No, the status report. Sorry, y'all. Status report. This episode was dope. I really, really liked it. I liked it a lot. Status report is dope. Turn up worthy character. Marvin. We giving it to Marvin. First time I think he's really getting
yes.
it. Yes.
First time ever.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know some people would feel like, why would you give turn up worthy character to Marvin with all the hell he raised in this episode? But he turned up. Like, he was raising hell all around the place, right?
He was.
He was doing this thug thizzle.
I mean, okay? I don't fuck with him at all. Not any way. Not the long way, not the short way, not backwards. No way.
I understand. You know, and it's reminiscent of our real life. Most valuable character, Marvin. You know, when he came through with the for the situation that took place.
That was necessary.
Somebody had to go send a message, okay? You don't go Mazel Tov someone's goddamn house.
With them in it.
Shoot up the place. And shoot at his car when he coming towards them. And nobody's going to do nothing. We just going to be quiet on it. We going to wait.
He still ain't have to crash, though.
Yeah, but you know, that's Marvin. That's what he do. But, you know, I thought, you know, Marvin did his thing with that. And like I said, he was the most turn-up-worthy character. The other most valuable character goes to Detective Howard. We got to give him his props. Yeah. Why? Because he stopped the assassination attempt on our boy Lou. They was about to get my boy. They was about to get my boy. First of all, that lady that went out there and gave him that joint was wild. And she just, I know she felt real silly.
Listen, do you think so? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
They got caught.
Yeah.
They got caught. These dudes with them serious high top fades standing in the elevator
and they little Gumby thing,
and they scrubs. Like, what is going on here? Like, they came to really finish my boy. Unique was that damn mad.
It would have been a smooth, you know, transaction if, you know, Howard wasn't outside smoking cigarettes.
Paying attention and seeing what was going on. He wasn't paying attention.
He was smoking cigarettes with his sickly ass.
But he was still paying attention. I mean, because the thing is, listen, New Yorkers are always looking at what's going on around them. Truth be told, every New Yorker could be a cop.
But
we wouldn't be a cop. Like, you know, I don't believe in that. I feel like people need to understand what snitching really is. Snitching is when you was involved in the criminal act, and to get yourself less time or to get off, you snitch. Or just the fact that you tell, period. And you was involved in it.
Don't tell me who telling.
But don't be out here. But if you out here a witness, that's not snitching.
Can I get a witness?
You know what I'm saying? Or you saw someone get raped, or you heard about, you know that some dude, yo, that's not snitching. But you know, I know some people in the streets would be like, nah, that's still telling. Telling ain't snitching.
Y'all tell us what you think.
I don't even care what y'all think, and that's facts. I don't even give a damn. Don't come on here telling me what snitching is. I'm so serious right now. Because there's cases with serious things happening with people.
No, that is true.
Children missing.
That is true.
Women getting raped. Children getting raped. Boys and men getting raped. Don't act like it don't happen out there. Mm-hmm. Like real whack stuff happening. And murders, unnecessary murders happening. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's speaking the truth about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only murder, I feel like, don't tell nothing about it. If you're telling on a pedophile, don't tell on if you're telling on someone, if someone kills a pedophile, say less. You feel me? Never speak on that, all right? Kill all of those. What you talking about? We ain't gonna tell on nobody that got rid of a pedophile.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna tell on nobody that got rid of a rapist.
Me and your son, we also have this phrase. I don't know, it might upset some people, but we say, kill the coons.
You know what? Get out.
Kill the coons. I don't mean black people, I mean coons. Niggas ain't acting like colored people.
Exactly.
Coons.
Like they got, come on, man. But not for real. Like that's just what it is. But anyway, I thought Detective Howard deserved a nod. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Juke would be like, I ain't cool with no cop, but he's a cop. You know what I'm saying? But he looked out.
No,
and sometimes having cops as friends is a good thing.
Yes.
I personally believe you need a cop in your family. Mm-hmm. It's necessary. Bossed up moment. Marv shooting up that car and then killing the snitch. Now that was
Kill
a
the
snitch. That was a snitch.
Yeah.
That dude, first of all, the way he did it was so disgusting. It didn't take much to get him to talk.
Much enough. He didn't even look at the warrant, nothing.
Didn't ask. But the thing is, what you doing? Nah, it's that kid Kanan.
Kanan.
You for real? That kid on the south side.
Yeah.
Y'all know who his mom is. That man was telling, like, and when Marv was looking at him,
he done incriminated 2 people.
It's just ridiculous. I was very happy when Marv took care of that. I was like, okay, he bossed up for that. Best scene was Marv.
She liked him so much, she gave him a nickname.
What's going on?
We don't fuck with Marv. Marvin.
They don't call him Marv?
No.
That's what homie call him, Uncle Marv.
Oh, maybe.
You see how you acting towards me?
Okay. Well, when I hear it with the uncle, okay. Yeah, I hear it. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? Because, see, that's what's never talked about. Everybody say I'm the bad sister, right? Y'all don't know. My siblings be holding me in the vice grip. People say I run things like I'm in a gang. My siblings be territorial. She don't like him. I'm not supposed to like him. Now she want to shame me.
I would say you can like him, but I am going to shame you.
But I'm not saying I like Marv. I'm giving props where props is due. I'm able to do that. I'm able to understand that you ain't shit, but also see your positives.
I ain't like him from the first episode.
Don't he remind you of somebody?
Change. Of course. Ain't much going to change from then. I already don't like him.
Yeah, he remind us of the person in between us. That third person in between. My God. Very, very, very similar situations. My God, I can't even express how much. Yeah. But I'm giving props where props is due. Yeah, but the best scene, in my opinion, was Marv and Rock. The conversation in the church.
Yeah.
It was funny seeing her in there in the first place. And, you know, even he was looking like, but, you know, that's how it go. If people be really thinking criminals don't be, you know, whatever religion they may have. Because you got some who Muslim, you know what I'm saying? You got some who's Christians, Mormons, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's interesting, though. You know, he came in there and what he expressed, I thought was dope. And it just showed that brother-sister dynamic. And the situation, not just about him being the oldest, more so about the male and female dynamic going on. Him feeling emasculated.
Basically.
Him being able to take orders from her, but feeling like, look, don't think this isn't hard.
For me,
or that it wasn't initially. Like a punch to the ego. But obviously he was willing to, I know I gotta take this L.
He had to.
Because of what he did. He knew it was on him. Because what can he do? He can't be mad at her for being able to clean it up and do it right when you did it wrong, right? So that leads me to best line monologue dialogue. No one tells me how to defend my family, not even you. And that was Marv. And then when he said, I've been doing this shit before you, and now I'm taking your orders. That don't feel good.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing when he said, you're better at it than me. But I'm still a man. I still need my respect. I still need to be heard. And when I think it was when he said that the character really won me over. I felt Marv then because I understood.
Won you over? Those are some serious words. Oh my God. You could say, okay, like his feelings, you know, you were able to see his feelings, see his, you know, point of view in that sense. Maybe, you know, whatever. His plight resonated with the audience, but won you over?
Okay.
Well, now he invited to some shit?
You know, I don't believe in invited to people to cookouts. I don't do it. And people been cut off in our family. Really know I'm the queen of cut off. But you know what I'm saying? Family Thanksgiving dinner be real bleak. I cook mad food. Ain't got nobody to feed. Because I be like, nah. But for real, won me over in a sense of I understood Marv. You understand? And I understood the tug of war he has to be going through. But what I respect about Marv is he understands his limits.
Yeah.
Not only does he understand it, he respects that about himself. He ain't mad that she's better than him at it. Because when he said it,
he's just like, I just want to be heard. I don't want to be pushed to the side every time I open my mouth.
Don't treat me like I'm just ain't shit. Yeah, I messed up. I did. Because, you know, if you really look at it, now that we know he got on the drugs, now we understand why she treats him so like fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because she lost respect for him, clearly. And not only that, there's a disappointment because everybody know you're not supposed to get high on your own supply. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I'm surprised at Marv, honestly. I'm surprised at Marv. To hear that information, I'm like, come on. You don't, and that's a number one. You can't drug deal and drug use.
Yeah.
And that's something that, like, that's why some of this music now today is so odd to me. Because growing up in New York, like, you clowned for using drugs.
He said, I sold the key, then I rubbed it on my teeth.
Looking stupid. Like, you get made fun of for that. What is you doing? Like, you a crackhead now? Because it don't matter what you're doing. You could be doing coke. You could be doing pills. You're still a crackhead in everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
Because it's not weed.
You're a crackhead.
It's not weed. You know what I'm saying? Weed is a drug. Like, we're not going to act like weed isn't a drug, but it's the only drug that no one's going to make fun of you about.
Unless you do it all day, every day.
Yeah, because then you like kind of...
Then you kind of like a crackhead.
And you got that weed breath. Yeah, those people who need that, they need weed. Yeah, because then you got crackhead vibes. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Crackhead vibes. I don't want to call potheads
if you
crackheads.
Want to hang out with dudes and something might happen, you know, you might give it up. You might not just for some weed.
Ooh.
You a crackhead. Do better.
I don't want to talk about it. It hurts my spirit when I hear about stuff like that because I'll be like, have you no self-control and have you no pride, young ladies and men? Because now we got these young men out here just dying away. But listen, y'all, I understood Marv a little bit more and I was happy with that. And I would appreciate it when they let us see Marv a little bit more. And then the fact that this happened all at the same time with him cutting the ass, acting crazy with Jukebox. So it under the levels of Marv got deeper. And I appreciated it. I like that Marv, you know, like he knows his limits and he respects his position. And like he said to her, he's like, I'm a soldier. Like, I got to get active.
Yeah.
He said, you got me doing this little corny stuff, you know, and he was like, what you doing? Like, because she was disrespecting him, honestly, right? She was putting him on treating him like Scrappy or something.
Yeah.
And even Scrappy was getting more, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, why are you doing me like this? But the truth is, he did earn that treatment, right? He earned the treatment he got from Rock. But I think that moving forward, when he said to her, like, ain't nobody going to tell me how to respond when it come to my family. And that's when I respect, because as a man, period.
Yeah.
That was just as a man. This had nothing to do with the business. This had nothing to do with, oh, you're better than me at the drug. I'm a man. This is my little brother. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Same thing. Somebody did something to her. He gonna lose his. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, every family has that wild card. That's going. They coming. Like and it's like and you're not stopping them, and it takes maybe one person can stop them if they get in front of them, but if that person ain't there, they not stopping. And guess what they gonna make sure they do? They not calling that person that can stop them at all, you know. So but you know, it's like the wild cards though. The problem is you got to keep them under control. What a job. You know, so that's why when I saw the Rock and Marvin dynamic, first of all, that scene was just really good. And you could see she even felt the way when he kept saying, when he said, you're better than me at it. And she was like, Marv, like, because even though she knows it's to be true, she not trying to play him because when he spoke earlier, like, I'm a man. She's like, you know, but then he's like, no, let me get this out. Let me finish. Because he's giving her props. He clearly has no problem doing that. Yeah. And I'm glad that it's not like a jealousy thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that would have been whack. Especially because she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? And so many times we have men not being able to take orders from a woman. And especially the air that goes on now with social media with men talking about now because she's masculine. And especially with black men, it's really whack. The bottom line is, now she masculine because these men can't do the job. She can't just be a boss. Okay. She can't just be better at this, like he said. And it takes a real man to be able to admit, hey, I'm not able to do this. He said, you're able to see this in ways that I can't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a business runs correctly. That's how a family bosses up. When people allow those who got the answers, Jazz got the answers, to flourish and do their thing. When people be hating, That's why people don't grow. That's
Yeah.
why families dissolve. I swear to God. Like our family, my grandmother died in what? 04.
Mm-hmm.
We had a pretty close knit family. A couple of other people died since then. From my late husband to one of her daughters, whatever. When I say close knit, a lot of people with certain talents and gifts and stuff of that nature, but there's a lot of hate. You know, hate towards me, hate towards my mother, underlying stuff because, you know, we like the oldest ones and we got the answers. So the family has dissolved and flourished away. People are individuals, right? And that happens, right?
Yeah.
But when the matriarch dies or something like that, but it's jealousies and ugliness. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. It's not just this is drug, but that happens with black families, period. But black families especially.
Yeah.
You know how much money is in a family that's united? It's $1 million business. But because of jealousy, ego, ugliness, you know, you gotta. And, you know, I'm big on parting ways, baby. I'll be like, yo, I'm out. But I really thought that was dope with them. When Marv was like, I'll die for you, Rock, and Rock was like, I'll die for you, Marv, I thought that was dope too. Because, you know, it speaks to the fact that although she gets tired of him, she love her brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's her
know, it's whatever. But she know that boy is a problem. Because when she told him you fired, I understood her. Because she's like, you went against me. I can't trust you. First of all, we the adults.
I mean, he needed to be fired. That
he
was
definitely
so
did.
Stupid and ridiculous.
He needed to be sat down. It's like in the church when they sit you down because you went and got somebody pregnant and you the deacon.
Okay.
And you're not married. It's not about judging you. It's about holding you accountable. I tell my son, I gotta shout that one. That was a word.
Yeah.
That was a word. And Marv got held accountable. He had to be.
Cause it's so stupid.
Because what is you doing? And why? Okay? So the next line dialogue, they forgot who the F I am. They about to remember me. They about to know me. Rock, when she was leaning over Lou as he was sitting in the hospital with all that strawberry jam around his face. It was crazy. And then I know who you are, Rock. I love who you are. Symphony. That was very sweet. And I was like, yo, my man told her he loved you, Rock.
He just said that.
He just said, I love you, Rock. And she was like, she wasn't hearing it though. That's real. She wasn't hearing it. Next good line. Tell Marv Tony can't be trusted. Symphony. I thought that was dope.
I appreciated that. Yeah. Like, okay.
Because it was one of those situations of like, yo, is anyone going to say something? Are you going to say something, Symphony? Next line. That shit don't move me, brother. Not at all. Marv, when he took care of the snitch. Because he was just looking at him like, Marv's face.
Like, why are you crying and stuff?
Yeah, Marv
what are you doing?
It was a look of disgust. Like he was looking at him and then there was a moment of like,
do you really think it's an option for you not to lose your life? Like, I'm already here.
He's looking at him like, what? Like he looked disgusted, but it was funny.
He was confused because he's like, are you serious?
He's like, you really ain't for the streets. That's what he just told the world.
Yeah.
That's what he just told the world. And then sometimes the police are good friends to have. Rock. I said that earlier. I've always said that, but I think that what was good about that line is that, you know, her and Jukebox sitting to the side talking, and we all know Jukebox becomes a cop. So it's like a, you know, prequel to what happens with Jukebox. And then hit a nigga twice where his heart beat at, and once where he used to think Rock. That was a dope ass line. And I was like, hell yeah, speaking something, instructions that weren't carried out.
Clear instructions.
I'm your mother, and I'm asking you to kill a man. That was another good line. I enjoyed that scene because some would say it was manipulative. Mm-hmm. It wasn't manipulative, in my opinion.
I think it was authentic.
Yeah, I think she was speaking what it is. She was speaking because I think she was giving him what she gives everyone. Yeah, she wasn't giving him that before, and I think this is the first time we're seeing her do that. Mm-hmm. We're seeing her speak to him the way she speaks to her soldiers, the way she speaks to Lou, the way she speaks to Marv. We a family. She was heavy on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm your mother, and I'm asking you to kill a man. You know, it's in your hands. She's giving him what she needs to give him. The hype. She putting that battery in his back. Yeah. Ha moment. The amount of times Kanan was like, you for real? You for real? Like, Kanan be getting on my nerves. Lulu and husband, you for real? Such as that. You for real? Yo, Kanan.
You be so shocked. Like, you know what the business is.
You say you want to be a part of this, but you always asking if somebody for real. Annoying. Detective Howard, when he was like, we can't be friends no more. That's what he said to his partner. He broke up with her.
Yeah.
He was like, but he sat down.
Y'all only was together for about 30 minutes.
But remember, he sat down apologizing to her at first, like saying, look, I know I ain't been a good partner. Then she was like, well, he said, why are you asking questions?
That's why his ass alone.
It's just like
bullshit.
And look, it's like any relationship with dudes be like, yeah, you know that. Wait, what? He said, well, why you asking? What didn't I tell you to leave that alone? No, but I figured so. You know what? And he was like, nah, to hell with this. Wait a minute.
I'm going to cap
right now. You just apologized. He was like, I'm done.
That apology ain't last 2 minutes.
He was like, we can't be friends no more. Another ha moment is like I said before, Rock sitting in that church. Moment was Laverne at Nicole's grave. It was, you know, man, my girl Laverne. She Laverne when she at Nicole's grave.
Yeah.
We're not gonna call her Jukebox.
Yeah.
Someone said something online. They said we ain't hear Jukebox sing since Nicole died, and I was like, wow.
We haven't.
It's the pain.
That poor baby.
The grief. What's she gonna sing about? Voice cracking. She ain't got the time for that. And no singer wants their voice to crack from a tear. It's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we ain't got time for this. And then the police officer up here talking about, you know, high school relationships. I thought that was kind of cool because it shed a light on, you know, adults assuming that children, or, you know, teens and even children like that, they can't feel the emotion.
When it's like children feel
of love. It's not like adult love.
No, obviously. It's not the same as adult love.
Because the mindset is of a child.
Yeah. But it's like kind of crazy to be like just, you know, null and void their feelings when we know as adults, if you think about something that you ate that was, you know, you had the most, you know, it tastes so great and all this stuff. You was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like kids feel things more than adults. Emotions.
And then when you, because of course when you become adults and you reflect on that love or feelings that you felt, you are able to put it into perspective better and understand whether it was real or not. You know, some people are able to have love feelings as kids or a teenager. And when I say love, I'm not talking about sex.
No.
I'm talking about strong like and really believing that, you know what, I think I love them, you know. And it could be like that. And I thought that was dope that she respected her feelings for Laverne. And even if separate from love or sex. Nicole, sorry. Yeah, and even separate from love or sex or any of that romantic stuff, before anything, she was her friend.
Yeah.
So that she's someone she cared about. And she's dead. So whack. Such a whack thing. Can't go too deep into that because y'all remember when I was overwhelmed about that. Yeah. It was too much. Round of applause was Jukebox.
Let me see that clap. Sorry.
Jukebox, no, it's cool. Jukebox deserves applause for that. She was throwing them punches. You know what I'm saying? Round like her right hook and left hook was good, and she was landing them. She just needed her arms to be a little longer. Not even for the punches, more so because when the chokeout happened.
I'm not going to talk about
because he a grown man. Because you know, if you've ever fought a dude, you know, like you got to know how to move. She was moving.
She was.
But you can't let them grab you. First of all, he's a grown man. His arms are longer than
Jasmine, let me tell you something.
His reach is crazy. So once he started that chokeout, she's no longer able to, because now she's just reaching air. He can be. And he's still applying pressure. I just want to speak. I'm just speaking on that because I'm watching. I'm like, yeah, Juke, give it to him, Juke. Even though I don't believe that a father and daughter should be fighting. No parent and child should be fighting. But I will say this. Sometimes you got to raise up on the mofo because, hey, check me out real quick. Bible says don't. And here's a jazzy word. We going to quote Bible. Your favorite preacher kids. About to go Bible on you. The Bible says, you know, thou shalt honor thy father and thy mother so that their days be long upon this earth. Parents love to bring up that scripture. And we talking about church folk parents. Yeah. Especially, and we're not just talking about the regular church folk that come to church every now and then. We ain't talking about the church folks that was out in the streets and then now they got saved, now they went up. We're talking Christians. Oh, they love to do that. You feel me? And bring that up. But that scripture continues. It says, parents, don't tempt your child.
And he stepped on that damn tape.
He tempted her. He was tempting her the whole time when she walked in there. Don't get me wrong. In Marvin's defense, I don't fault him for shock. I don't fault him for feeling away, because the truth of the matter is he was going, and this is the only thing I think that people who are LGBTQ don't understand, like with that situation. He was going to react like that whether it was a boy or a girl. And that's bottom line. Because those type of parents, overbearing, because it's not like, those are the worst types, because they're not overprotective. Mm-hmm. They're overbearing and negligent.
Yeah.
You understand? So at the same time, go ahead. And those are the worst type of parents. And that's what, and it's not to excuse what he did in any way, or to minimize the importance of the scene when it regards to her being a lesbian, but it's to really shed a light on that type of parent. It don't matter what that girl, anything she does, he was going to be
over the moon.
And not only that, he was going to either be dismissive or he's going to be bugging out. If she liked the boy, he was going to be bugging out. If it was a picture of her booed up with a boy, he was going to have an issue with it.
They already said, how he goes through her stuff. She had to hide the stuff at, Kanan's house and everything.
She can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations. Now, his other situation is his issue with, according to him, debauchery, right? Mm-hmm. And things of that nature. The nerve. And when she said to him, what she say? And what you got going on? Like, it's like...
like, are you really talking?
Like how you going to say... And he's talking about, you get that from your mother. That's what it is. And it's like, all right, come on, man.
Because now you're going too far. Now you're being disrespectful.
Because the thing is, even if you feel that way, don't say that to your child.
This is her mother.
And you're supposed to say that to, that's what your sister and your brother's for. You believe she's doing it? Yeah. She get that shit from her mother. You're not supposed to be saying that to her directly. And that's what I mean when that overbearing, but also neglectful, neglecting her feelings, her emotions. Because him being upset, I can understand that. Because the thing in those type of situations, parents need, that's when the parent and the kid needs to talk. Conversations on both sides, and both need to be giving each other certain allowances of, because he ignorant to this, you ignorant to that. You ignorant to his being a parent, he ignorant to you now, not just being a child, but feeling what you're feeling. I feel
like he wouldn't be as shocked and appalled if he was a part of her life.
Exactly. And that's what I mean.
Because she's 16.
That's what I mean when I say overbearing and neglectful. It's the worst of parents. It's the worst of parents. And I'm telling you, when I say that type of parent, and if you know what I'm talking about, man, holler at me. It don't matter if it was a boy. It will matter if it was a girl. It don't matter if it was a dog. Mm-hmm. He was going to have an issue. Because who you liking? But let Kanan have had a girlfriend.
Okay. Everything would have been fine. All he wanted to do is spend his time with Kanan and cook bad crack.
He didn't cook bad.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
But yeah, you understand? Because really, it's all about patriarchy more than anything.
More than anything.
Even though he does have his issues when it comes to...
Because he's talking about, dudes who cuddle chicks, they gay. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's like all of that. His issue with...
affection.
Affection. There you go. That's
even though I don't know why that whore thought that she was supposed to be getting affection.
Weird. And that is the problem when they don't stay in their lane. If y'all know me from back in the day, if y'all was on us from back in the day when we used to do Love and Hip Hop, like side chicks and those types of chicks, you're supposed to stay in the merging lane. How the hell you think you're supposed to get affection as if you in a relationship?
Weird. I mean, I guess because he did give her a dog.
Delusions of grandeur. That's what he gave her. What he gave her. And maybe on purpose.
I'm sure.
And that's another thing chicks do. And then, when a chick like me tell you that, oh, nah, he ain't really for you. You're just hating on what, dear?
Yeah, a dude that doesn't cuddle you after sex.
Child, a woman who's been proposed to numerous times, been married, would never be jealous of no situation that some other woman got. And I really be needing women to understand that. Baby, I don't have the issues you have. But listen, like, come on, Jazz got the answers. Y'all remember? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to help my fellow females, women. See, that's my people. Not that I want you men to be all right, but the women, y'all my people.
Yeah.
And I'm throwing up the W's. I want y'all to be all right. I mean, I want get married if you so choose, because some don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But if you happy being single, that too. But be single in a fly way.
Yeah.
I'm getting used out here by these dudes. Is you crazy? That's not woman empowerment, and that's not feminism. That's another thing, all right? Y'all know we be talking about true feminism. You're not going to be out there demeaning yourself or letting anyone demean you, not even you. That's a true feminist. That's what being feminist is about. It's not about competing with a man. It's not about downing no man. It's about being the best woman that you can be. Period. In whatever avenue you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's keep it a buck. And that's just the bottom line with that. But that whole situation with Marvin and Jukebox, like I said, you know, Juke, she just needed
to. He really didn't have to do that to the tape. Like, it wasn't a sex tape. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Ray J and Kim K type thing. They were singing a song.
That's it. But he saw sex. We gonna get to that tape in a minute.
You have sex on this tape?
He saw sex. That dude saw sex. That's exactly what he saw. Nah, let's keep it moving. It was a good look. Rock telling Kanan her wishes when she was still informing him on how to kill this cop. You know, by squeezing the trigger, giving him a lesson on what guns are better, 22s or BB guns. You know what I'm saying? Something the Glock is what you use. You know, she's giving him lessons, giving him tips, teaching him the game.
The game. Yeah.
But at the same time that she's telling him, you know, what she wanted, what her wishes were, how she wanted him to go to school. She didn't want him in this. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the struggle in her with that she has to now just accept that this is what it is. And that's why you hear her talking to her son in a different kind of way now. She's speaking about family. She's telling him about his position in the family, telling him his worth.
Yeah.
Because she shifted. That's it. There's all those wishes don't matter no more. But what was dope about that scene and why it was a good look was as she's doing this simultaneously, you have Unique on the other end talking to his people.
Doing his Ragnar his speech.
For real, putting the battery in their back.
He said, blah, blah, blah.
You stupid. He was like, we gonna do this, right? It was ridiculous, but it was good. I thought it was a good look. Clutch My Pearls moment, Jukebox and Marvin, and that statement when he said Lebanese. I was like,
so what, you Lebanese? Wait a second, bro. What
was the other thing he said?
What?
Girl faggot. What?
Yeah, so you a girl faggot? Oh, shit. That was funny, though. Like,
I'll be honest with you. That's
who
it.
says that?
My eyes, I went, and maybe lean forward. I was like, Marvin. Come on now. It's one thing to not really be, you know, if you're not going to be, you don't have to be supportive of somebody's, you know, of these different types of demographics or a certain somebody's belief system, somebody's community, lifestyle. You don't have to be in agreement to be respectful.
Yeah.
This dude came with all the disrespect he could come with.
The worst of it all was that he said that's what she gets. She died because she was, what did he say? You know.
Something. He tried to throw God in there, and I can't stand when people do that. And let me tell you something. A lot of the people online, when they be always ragging about Christians, those are the type of Christians they talking about, y'all. Mm-hmm. They're not talking about us. They're not talking about the real church. They talking about them family members that mention God all of a sudden because they mad at them. Mm-hmm. And now they hate every Christian on the block. They talking about that grandmother that goes to church, but she sit in the back and talk about everybody in the church. She don't do anything in the church. None of your family members ever was really in the church doing. There's no deacons, no drummers, no choir directors, not a missionary in sight. Your grandmother was not even a mother of the church, and you up here talking about church folks this. No, your grandma.
Yeah,
your grandma was on that.
Be clear.
Okay, if Jukebox was real, Jukebox would grow up and be like, you see how church folk be, but she would be talking about Marv's ass, y'all. That's what people be doing.
Nobody church folk.
Don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to act like, you know, the church elite. That's what we like to call, you know, what I like to call the folk. It's not to say that sometimes they can't come incorrect, but most times when people online talking trash about church people, like, what's his name? Lil Nas X. He ain't talking about people like us. He's talking about that auntie or whoever that go to church every now and then, and all she do is gossip anyway. And what you don't know is
that's a sin.
What you don't know is the church elite can't stand her ass either. Okay. We want her out the church because she coming in here starting trouble.
Mess every Sunday.
Child, please, begging to sing it for the praise and worship team, but she can't sing.
Okay,
I'm making up stuff about her.
Yeah, because we don't know. Everybody the minister of music trying to tell her, you know, God has an anointing for you and he has an assignment. And I don't think that,
people like that, their
music ministry is not your assignment.
A lot of them, their assignment is to sit in the back and wave that fan with Martin Luther King on it in the name of Jesus. That's it. Someone pass out, fan them.
You can put the hymn books over, put the books
Nah, but I had to say that, y'all, because y'all know it'd be little whatever. But that was a crazy moment. I thought that he was just wilding. And it was disrespectful and it wasn't
he
cool.
He blacked on her, though.
Poor Juke. And my girl was going through so much.
Yeah, she's dead.
She didn't need that. When she said she's dead, he was supposed to stop. And that man said, good. What?
I mean, what you thought she was going to do? I get it. Yeah, she spit in your face, but...
She wild, though. No, I ain't know that you get... Nah. No. I almost would have missed that. Thank you for bringing that up. So a lot of people online was up here like, nah, but you don't hit your child. Listen, I can tell y'all some stories about this lady who birthed us. Evangelist Dr. G. And my mother got a doctorate. She's a doctor, Gina, evangelist, okay? Like, actually really went to Bible school, got her doctorate, okay? Everyone in our family is that type of preachers, okay? They got doctorates and stuff like that. Ain't no way I could have spit at my mother and lived.
No, definitely not. I'm just saying.
She would have murdered me.
I'm just saying, I get where she's coming from.
And I'm not being extra, I'm not exaggerating.
Murder, literally.
Dead. There's no living.
It's funny because it is true.
She would have murdered me. She would have dragged my corpse to the church. Here lies a child that disrespected me. All of that would have happened. Okay? Are you crazy? I would never spit him. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, things can pop off. Things happen. Even with church folk.
When shit pop up,
but
somebody gonna get laid
spit in your parents' face, I know he was out of pocket. Don't get me wrong. People who don't live in New York, because I saw a lot of people talking about now, because people who are not from New York don't understand this. That's like a cardinal rule. A New York 101 rule. You spit on someone.
That means that you want them to die.
You hate their whole life, their existence. You're telling them that they're nothing.
But she does want him to die.
You're telling them that they're worse than a crackhead. Oh, he was on crack. So when she spit
also,
in this man's face,
you're going to be mad at me and talking about what I'm doing and how what I'm doing is so wrong. You was on crack.
Listen, all of that is a fact. But she spit in that man's face. I don't care who it is. It has to be answered with the proper response. Yo, you would have to tie my hands behind my back if Jesus spit in my face. I wouldn't do nothing, though. But I ain't gonna lie. Act like I wouldn't be like...
You for real? But see, I don't know, because certain people, they...
Dude just spit in my face, but he died on the cross, so I'm not even going to trip now. How you going to spit in someone's face and expect it?
No, that's true, but that's how you know that...
Listen, I love my grandma, y'all. If you, like, for real, me and my grandma was like this. I still cry to this day thinking about my grandma, baby. She rests in peace. We were like white on rice, like she said. Ace Boone Coons. If my grandma spit in my face, I'm going to slap the shit out of her. I swear on everything. And people who know my grandma, they know my grandma ain't play. Bootsy, a.k.a. Bootsy. She from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to slap the shit out of anyone who spit in my face. And if I don't slap the shit out of you, that means I got plans for you later. Ain't no effing way.
You no fucking way, B.
You think them two upstairs?
No, I know. I'm just saying.
You better get him out of here.
I'm just... Get him out of here. But no, so...
You're going to have to take ass whooping because I'm coming.
What you saying, it kind of makes it clear. So the chicks that Trey Songz spit in their mouth in the club during the middle of COVID, like at the very peak of COVID, they probably from the West Coast, right?
Because who's doing this? Shut up.
They were so dead ass. They were dead ass, but more than them, he was dead ass. You see the seriousness in his face?
He down there in the South, though. He from Virginia.
But it was like just a Wednesday to him or something. He was like, oh, excuse, huh? What? Oh, you want to spit? Here you go. What? What?
Publicly. You're crazy.
What? That's
There's
crazy.
no way my kid could. I don't care what I said or did. I might have said something real reckless and crazy. Because when my kids get me mad, I could be a little reckless. I would never be as reckless as Marvin. I think that's crazy. With his verbals.
Marvin lifted up his foot, his whole leg, his foot was flexed, and he came down with the mighty winds of 4 and
drug dealerism.
And split that tape in half with the razor sharp edge of his heel.
And you know Marvin be wearing shoes. He be in his church boy shoes.
Yep.
Nah, but spitting and Ain't no effing way. Because now whatever I did wrong don't matter. It's null and void. And it's on and popping. I would pray never. I know never. I'm not even worried. You got to get me emotional.
You sound worried.
I'm emotional because I would go upstairs and choke them out just to make sure they don't. You ever think about?
Oh my
I'm about
God.
to have a talk. Brittany, no, I talk to my kids and be like, I just want you to let you know. Let me tell you a story. There's somebody who did this ish. If you ever in your life think you can get away with that, you're bonkers. You know what I'm saying? That's wow. I mean, but again,
he was just like, yo, fuck your dead girlfriend. Whoa, she died 2 days ago.
I can't be mad. My late husband died. Somebody said that to me. A lip quiver. And then we gonna be fighting. And yeah, she the rising phoenix. I'm gonna lose it. But my first move ain't to spit. When someone
she
spits,
can't stand, but she already can't stand this nigga.
I'm just saying.
For nothing. Just like me. I can't stand his ass.
You gonna spit?
I really can't stand him. He's the worst.
Brittany up here cheering for spitting. Wait till I tell mommy. Mommy, with you in trouble.
Yeah,
my mother don't
like,
believe in spitting.
What are you talking about?
Because you're supposed to have clap. You don't spit.
I'm not saying I would spit on him.
You better not.
I'm just saying. Remember that when you was a baby?
You don't do that. No.
But I'm just saying.
That's a no, y'all. I don't really care what he said or did. You don't spit. Period. But you don't spit in your father's face. She was supposed to say, I'm moving out. She was supposed to, but I know what I love jukebox because I was jukebox. The proper response that would have gotten her some sort of sensitivity would have been if she cried. But like jukebox, I always refused to break down in front of Mother Evers when they violated. So I understand. So she's like, no, because you're not going to pussy me. All right? And I feel that.
Got her looking weak in front of her ghost girlfriend.
Nicole was sitting there about, that's right, Laverne. Fight for our love. Wow moment. The mofos really came to cancel Christmas on Lou in that hospital. That was crazy, y'all.
It would have been good, though. They had a nice little setup.
That would have been wild, though.
No, it would have been insane.
Inconceivable.
Now, all we got is Marvin.
Who know where that's from? Inconceivable. Who know where that's from? Oh, my God. Who know where that's from? Y'all gonna be my best friend if you know who that's from. Wow moment was also Grandma Rock. Interesting. I can't wait to find out what's really going on with her. I already know she ain't shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't blame how you turned out on me.
The thing is, when children become effed up, children become effed up adults. So yeah, Ma, it's your fault. Now, in some situations, you do have children like Kanan.
Yeah.
Who just gonna get into things and F it up and all this other stuff. But, yeah, that's the situation. Rock's mom, I really, a little dubious. I really want to we need those layers. I hope they don't drop the ball on that. Yeah. I'm hoping they don't come back next season.
And then we never see the mother again. We don't hear about her.
We don't find out what Rock was implementing. She was like, you ever think about why it turned out the way? Like, we needed that, because the fact that Rock even brought it up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But we needed that. We need that, I should say. Turn down is how we're threatening Kanan, because I'm not understanding how you playing the, nah, my son going to be all right. But then you threatening to turn him in. You threatening for him to go to juvie. You threatening all types of stuff. To
tell the block that he's the son of a cop. Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying? You threatening his mom. Like, I don't even understand where you're coming from with that. And I'm not understanding how you thought Rock was going to take that laying down.
That's what I need to do.
What?
I need to threaten somebody. I'm going to tell the block that his dad is a cop.
You are crazy.
I'm going to go right to 145th Street and be like, hey, yo.
Bugging. Y'all know this dude dad a cop? You bugging. Damn, son. Marv actually felt bad after choking Juke out because, they both was in the heat of the moment. I know some people would feel like, nah, F that he didn't, but, he did. Y'all know family situations can turn crazy like that.
Of course.
That doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't.
But it is what it is. Like, and people need to, black people ain't the only ones that be having all this extraness and craziness happening.
I'm more mad at him about the tape because that was before she spit on him. Like, that was very fucking unnecessary.
It was, yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
You escalating. That's why his ass not a cop. He don't know how to de-escalate situations, but neither do they.
Message. Message. I mean, and obviously he de-escalated the situation better than the cops would. He stopped choking her, and she's alive.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Eek.
Bruised up, but alive. I think that when he was like Juke, and you felt for him in a sense, and I felt for Juke because Juke is tired
and alone.
Yes. And if you've ever been, whether you are a man or a woman, but young girls, if you've ever been in a situation where the energy is strong masculine, everybody focuses in on certain things or people, and you're kind of left to your own devices, or and whenever you're in trouble, it's such a big deal. You can understand Juke's situation, and I my heart always goes. I just Juke everything, man. I be like, Juke. I feel like they low key telling my story in a sense, of course, without the Lebanese stuff. Right. But I mean, because I think that was a good way to say it, though. Lebanese? To be honest with you, I was like, well, that was gentle in a sense. But I'm thinking they would probably take a fix. No, that was bad. That was yeah, because it was so unnecessary. The Lebanese thing spoke to his stupidity. Because he's just stupid, But I really loved. I think Juke is the best character, the best developed character in Raising Kanan. Honestly, she's my favorite along with Rock, but she's the best developed. Like it's so much, there's so much there, acting her ass off, and you could tell she's doing her research even when it comes to grown Juke. Like, she does mannerisms and stuff like that. If you go and you watch the seasons when grown Juke was on Power, you may see some similarities if you pay attention. But Creep Ambassador Wood goes to Nicole's raggedy ass mom coming down there talking about go get Juke and the rest of her, and she killed my daughter. But I really respect the father because he's peeping.
He knows that who he's married to,
and he sees the truth when it comes to Jukebox and his daughter. Yeah, and he understood. Like, even though, and when I say understood, even though I believe him along, he's with the mother, and like Marvin, where it's like, well, why? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? But he's understanding that there's something here. Not acting like we don't see this. There's something here. Yeah.
And also he's sin racism. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you get your sass on, you can get con achiote or sin. He's without the racism. Because even if your daughter this is the lifestyle that she is in, why do you think that she's been taken advantage of? You know what I'm saying? Like, but Juke is the aggressor. Why would Juke be the aggressive or aggressor off rip in your mind?
And you can tell he knew.
She's from the ghetto, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Juke, of course, gave her the crack from the ghetto. Come on.
I mean, but you see this good, and he saw her crying in the other episode. You ain't faking. She's sitting in your mother effing house. Man, I ain't want to go there, but she get Creep Ambassador Award. And Marvin get Creep Ambassador Award for crushing that tape, y'all. It's amazing. Marvin got Creep Ambassador Award, turn up worthy character.
And most valuable.
And most valuable character, all in one review. She mad about it, but this is what he is Creep Ambassador, though. Because I'm going to be honest with you.
Hence now and forevermore.
That scene was hard to watch, and it was crazy, but when you're talking about dynamics, parents, teenagers, and especially in those areas and everything that goes with them, that family, things, it's just, there's layers of dysfunction everywhere.
Yes.
But he was wrong with a lot of the stuff. Where he became a creep bum bastard was when he crushed that tape.
He did. He crushed that tape.
And I know some people would say it's crazy what I'm going to say. I feel like crushing that tape was worse than choking her.
He crushed that tape like he was Piccolo.
Crushing that tape was worse than choking her. Crushing that tape. I mean, but let's be real. Not only did Juke spit in his face, she threw like about 3 right hooks. eventually he could have kept pushing her. He was saying stop, cut it out. Then she kicked him in the balls. She was connecting. So eventually he was going to do something. I didn't think he needed to choke her to the point of I didn't think he needed to do that. But
I guess he had a point to make.
Whatever. But crushing that tape, no. Yeah. I'm wondering, I believe that she could take that maybe to a place and get it rewound. Maybe she could get it whatever, because, that was too much for me. I was like, no, you don't do that. Because I know what that feels like. Someone who was cool, I was cool with, lost all my pictures of my grandmother who passed away. And I was like, all right. And I just have to deal with, I got to take that L. But yeah. I call BS on Lou's makeup again. That strawberry jam makeup with some bull-ish.
They put the red color corrector on their face and just was like, all right, y'all.
Did it even look like that? I feel like it really looked like strawberry jam. It looked like Welch's.
I don't know, man, but they got to do better with that one.
Because they was trying to really make it look like he had scrapes, I think.
Yeah, it's 2021.
We supposed to be better than that. Come on, man. And Jessica, I call BS on her. Period. I don't like her at all. And then when he talking about where's everyone, and she didn't say oh nah, they was here, but I don't like her. I just don't like her. Period. She's showing what she really is about. I'm just waiting for him to wake up.
Yeah. Wake up.
Anyway, y'all tell us what y'all thought. I'm Jazz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWAO.
Deuces.